I went to a school where every kid was born with one superpower. Some kids could fly, some could teleport, and others could control fire or ice. Most kids discovered their power when they were 5, but I was already 9 years old, and I still had nothing. Everyone at school knew me as the powerless kid. They laughed at me, called me normal girl, and constantly showed off their powers whenever I was around. I tried pretending I didn't care, but secretly, I wished more than anything that I could be like them. But my parents hated it even more than I did. My mom had telekinesis and my dad had super strength, so they couldn't understand how their daughter had no powers. Eventually, they became so embarrassed that they stopped bringing me anywhere with them. Then one night, they told me they couldn't deal with the embarrassment anymore. My dad packed my things, my mom opened the front door, and they told me I wasn't allowed to come home until I finally discovered my power. I begged them to let me stay, but they locked the door. I spent the entire night outside, and by morning, I was freezing. I rubbed my hands together and wished I had a fire power, when suddenly, flames appeared in my hands. I couldn't believe it. I finally had a power, but when I jumped up excitedly, I didn't come back down. I was flying. That made no sense. Everyone was only supposed to have one power, so how did I have two? I decided to test something else. Ice worked, then super speed, invisibility, telekinesis, lightning, teleportation, even super strength. That's when I realized the truth. I wasn't born without a superpower. I was born with all of them. The next morning, I went back to school. The same kids immediately started calling me Powerless Mia again. But this time, I didn't walk away. I created fire in my hands, froze the floor, teleported across the hallway, and flew right over everyone's heads. The entire school went silent. Suddenly, everyone wanted to be my friend. Kids who had bullied me for years were telling me they had always liked me. Then I saw my parents running toward me. They had heard what happened. My mom hugged me and my dad told me how proud he was. They begged me to come home, but all I could think about was how they had locked me outside when they thought I was powerless. So I told them no. If they were embarrassed to call me their daughter when I had nothing, they didn't deserve to call me their daughter now that I had everything. But sometimes I still wonder, should I have forgiven them?